don't tell anyone. But you're listening to the best kept business secret and his podcast, dedicated to helping you understand the successful business secrets that others don't want you to know, making no secret of success. Now, here's your host and quite possibly the best kept business secret anywhere, Mark Ford.
Hello again, and welcome to your Best Kept Business Secret podcast with me, your host, quite possibly your Best Kept Business Secret, Mark Ford, business coach and author, helping you to monetize, grow and market your business just better. Simple as that. Guys, this week's podcast is quite a short one, but I'm going to be talking to you about the lies, yes, lies, that really clever motivational speakers want you to believe. And then I'm going to finish off with two really simple tips that are guaranteed to make you more money in your business.
I'm bad, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah. Now, clap your hands in time to the really loud rock music. Yeah! Oh, honestly, stop it. Stop it now. Sometimes you just think about life. You think about your business. And then you think about your life again. And some would say that never the twain should meet. Bollocks. Of course it does. But have you got the life and the business that you desire? No, nor me. I'd be lying if I said I had. And those experts that portray that they have are as good a liars as they are marketing and salespeople. Now this is probably where you think I'm going to address all of the typical and untypical self-help stuff like setting and achieving SMART goals, being positive and that sort of stuff. But no. In fact, what I'm going to attack most of what's out there and that's rammed down your throat by people that follow business manuals written by somebody else 20 years ago. And some won't like my approach here, but if you follow my stuff, you'll now realise I really couldn't give a monkeys, I've got to be honest. And some will think I'm not telling the truth because it's contrary to what others sit and witter about. But guess what? That's on you. That's not on me. Otherwise, businesses that I've worked with wouldn't have increased in size by 25% in 1 year. Gone from 4-figure businesses to 6-figure businesses, or from 6-figure businesses to 7-figure businesses in 12 months. So you are probably right. I am talking crap. Please, I give you permission to switch off right now. But here's the thing. We've been lied to. You've been lied to by experts. So Mark, are you an expert? How do we know about whether you're going to tell me the truth? Are you just trying to sell me stuff? Am I an expert? Abso-damn-lutely. But maybe not in leadership, though I've led many successful teams. I am not an expert at customer service, although I can deliver both brilliant and stuff that sucks. I also recognise the difference between the two. I'm not an expert in selling, though I've won awards and bonuses and holidays for being a top salesperson in companies. I am not an expert at financial success, though I've been close to bankruptcy and then I've gone on and sold my own business. I am not an expert at relationships, because believe me, I've screwed up far too many of them. But what I am an expert on is being stupid and learning from that stupidity. In fact, I could well be the poster boy for utter stupidity. The key is that I've done and still continue to do this is that I learn from that stupidity. I'm trying not to make the same mistake twice and learn from every stupid little thing I've done or I've believed in. And here I am, being very upfront about it. So let me prove to you that you've been lied to. If you're that kind of person that I think you are, and you listen to motivational speakers and you read a ton of motivational self-help books, then I need you to answer these questions for me. How is your life? How is your business? Are you rich, happy, healthy, in a loving relationship and successful? No? Well, there you go then. The stuff that you're doing just isn't working then, is it? And by the way, if you are rich, happy, healthy and in a loving relationship and successful, congratulations. But I am guaranteeing you it wasn't because of the like of motivational speakers like Tony Robbins. It was you. your desire, your passion, your attitude to be better, better than them, better than the competition, better than your friends and your family, just better than yesterday. Fact. But some say that I have a great attitude. But it still doesn't stop failure, divorce, financial problems, relationship problems, and all the other crap that is thrown at you and I every single day of the week. It's a start, but it's not the be-all and end-all. What I found is that people and businesses who understand that their purpose is to service others and work at providing that service have lives of abundance. Those that don't, well, they just live their lives, and that kind of sucks, right? But that's what is happening right now. They just exist. To succeed, you must feel uncomfortable and look to be made uncomfortable. Don't believe me? See, somewhere in the region of 60% of our country are overweight, and if you don't believe me, just have a look down at your belly. How are we made to feel uncomfortable? Well, clothes retailers stock more larger sizes than they do smaller ones. They stock an abundance of stuff with the colour black. Apparently it's slimming. See, I want to make my words uncomfortable for you because it makes you do the next thing. Get some focus and direction. Typical motivation is a bit like blowing up a balloon. Yeah, you're all pumped up to get shit done, yeah! But what motivation doesn't do is tie the bottom of the balloon so you go off and you end up flying around and bounce around without really knowing what you're doing and how you're doing it. And then you just end up with nothing. It's crazy, right? But it's so damn true. Who are you accountable to? What are you doing first? What are you doing second? What steps do you need to take to get where you want to go? See? There you go. You've been lied to. Motivation and being lifted and shouting, yes, Tony, or insert another name in there, isn't enough for you to have the business and by default, the life that you really want. It just isn't. So my question to you is, what are you going to do about it? I'm Mark Ford. I'm quite possibly your best kept business secret, and I will see you again very soon.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
Now, in another video, I've talked about the lies that self-help and motivational books do to you and your business. So, as I'm on a bit of a roll, I thought I'd share with you some more thoughts on how the self-help genre is really screwing you over. Okay, so are you ready for this? You can be whatever you want to be. Now, before you sneer, you've probably said this to somebody else already. You have, haven't you? Probably your kids. But here is the stark reality. No, you can't. Come on, people, get some damn honesty. Not everyone can be a movie star, a supermodel, a world-famous footballer. You may well be short, fat and freaking ugly, so the supermodel thing is definitely gone. You may well not have the mental skills to be an actor, and you may well not have the physical skills or the athleticism to be a footballer. So that has knocked those two things out of the park then too. You see, the reality is that you have the potential to become, if you are willing to dedicate the time and effort in being the best version of yourself that you can be, and in turn have the best business that you can have. Now, there's another quote. You can do whatever you want to do. Wrong, 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 wrong. Much like you can be whatever you want to be, it just ultimately leads to disappointment. If you have talent and are willing to work hard, and I mean hard, then things will happen. Now, the good news is that you probably have more talent than you have ever given yourself credit for. But I find that it tends to get knocked out of you at a very early age. I mean, by all means, try new things. It's what life is about. But never, ever expect to be able to do everything brilliantly. The next one is, you can have whatever you want to have. Okay, right. If this were true, I would know Scarlett Johansson far more intimately than I currently do. You see, the truth is, you can have whatever you believe you deserve. And from that, it's the actions you make to achieving, utilising your thoughts properly and your abilities. The problem with those three myths is that, quite honestly, the word want. You don't always get what you want. But here's the reality. You always get what you are willing to work for and not accept anything less. I am Mark Ford. I am quite possibly your best kept business secret, and I will see you again very soon.
I'm back,
So it appears that I'm on a bit of a roll about motivational stuff, so I'm going to share with you a few more thoughts. In fact, my last lots of thoughts on the self-help business genre and how it's, how what people are saying really doesn't help. Okay, be yourself. Rubbish. What if you are a grade A stupid arse? It is the worst advice ever. If you're an arsehole, stop being a bloody arsehole and try to figure out how to be a better person, even if it is just a non-arsehole version of yourself. Then you've got you become what you think about. A genuine lie. You can't. If you could become what you think about all day long, it would mean that every teenage boy would be a porn star or look like the latest good-looking woman from Love Island. And if that were true, instead of looking at a fella with an earring, stubble and grey hair, ladies, you would be looking at James Bond being all very suave and sophisticated. It's a lie. You are perfect just the way you are. Well, firstly, this could get some heat, as we now live in a world where anything constructive said to anyone of any sex, any race, any religion, any sexuality, any size or height is immediately taken as the most offensive thing that anybody could have ever said. But think about it. Not for 1 minute do you believe you are perfect the way you are. It's just how you choose to react to what you perceive you can or should change. Spiritually, you may be perfect. However, on a practical level, there's probably a lot of you that need to change to make things better in your life and your business. And also so that the rest of us can put up with you. All any of us want is for you to be a nice, reasonable and fairly easy to get on with person. Otherwise, nobody will hire you. Nobody will buy from you. Nobody will marry you. Nobody will be your best friend. And what happens is that you just grow old and become lonely and broke. So no. None of us are perfect the way that we are. I like this one. There are no problems, only solutions. For fuck, honestly. This is the kind of crap that influencers or wannabes try and ram down your throat on Instagram or Pinterest. I have problems. You have problems. They are not opportunities. Right now, they are problems. And before anyone says every cloud has a silver lining, tell that to the people where storms become tornadoes or hurricanes or flooding. I'm sure it's meant well and that they're trying to help you get some perspective and maybe some good or a lesson will eventually come out of your problem. But a problem is a bloody problem. Hurt is real. Pain is real. These are horrible realities of life. And whilst every problem can teach us a valuable lesson, a problem is a problem and it just needs to be dealt with as a problem. So I guess that is today's reality check on the motivational stuff that is bombarding everybody left, right and centre. I am Mark Ford. I am quite possibly your best kept business secret. Guys, keep it real. I will see you very soon.
I'm bad, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
So, you want to know what the number one surefire way is to get business smarter and more successful? I love this. It's talk to smarter and more successful people. And there ends the lesson. Now, ask people who know what you want to know to share what they know. And don't do it on public platforms. You see, you'll only get a load of dicks chucking crap in there that basically humanity could probably do without. Do it on a one-to-one basis, you and them, not you and the rest of the world. Why on a one-to-one basis? Well, I guess I base it on the ego thing, but it's also how they learned. You seek them out and they feel honoured and trusted. And chances are they will give you more than a few minutes. Don't be a nuisance or take up too much time. Just ask, say thank you and move on. They will appreciate your interest in them and you will have a nugget that you can probably just go and get on with. But here is a word of caution. And look, I've even put a graphic up that says caution. Here is the caution. Do not argue with the person that you've asked to have the one-to-one with. When they tell you how they became rich, successful and happy, it's because that's exactly what they did, not what you think they did. They certainly don't say, well, that won't work for me. I mean, honestly, I'm always utterly amazed at unsuccessful people who argue with successful people because they obviously know better, right? They have no idea what they're talking about. Otherwise, their life would have already turned around. They'd be getting the traction, they'd be getting some success. Instead, just shut the hell up and listen. Learn something. Don't ever ask a person who is successful to defend their position. They don't have to do it. It obviously works for them. They are rich, successful and happy. And sadly, this is why successful people cut themselves off from those who aren't. They are tired of constantly defending themselves from those who aren't. So if you get a rare moment with that person, just shut up and listen. Be respectful, be interested and be very appreciative. And if you're scared of asking them, well, go and hang out where they hang out. Pick up on stuff. Don't eavesdrop because that's just weird. But just watch and listen quietly. Because here's the bottom line. When it comes to getting business smarter, the more information you have at your disposal for your use, the better prepared you are going to be in your decision making and processes. When faced with a situation, you have research to fall back on that will help you make the best decision that you can at that time. See, experience is a great teacher, but that little bit of solid research and education, it's damn hard to beat. I am Mark Ford, I'm quite possibly your best kept business secret, and I will see you again very soon.
I'm bad, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
So a few videos ago I talked about how I'm staying ahead of my competition, and I ended up talking about books. So, what books should you read to keep you ahead of your competition? Now here's a clue. Don't read what unsuccessful, poor and miserable people read. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because you don't want to be like them. Read what rich people read. Read what successful people read. Read what happy people read. Why? Because you want to be like them. It's simple, isn't it? Actually, I'll finish the video there. Actually, but I can't. You see, the self-help and business section of any library or bookshop are full of quacks who have written a book to try and sell books as opposed to actually helping the people that want to read them. A bestseller isn't always a great indication of a great book. Just look at 50 Shades of Grey. The fact that some claim best-selling rights when they've written a book and put it on Amazon at 99p should tell you what they were really trying to achieve, because they don't value the information inside it. There are also books that have chapters like nice people and nice managers and nice leaders get results. Bollocks! Being a good leader or a manager and getting results has absolutely nothing to do with being nice. Results come from clear communication with the employees, what's required, training to do the job well, and staying around enough to make sure that it's done well as it should be. See how some of this stuff is really quite stupid? People are selling stuff right now on this platform you're probably watching this on that makes absolutely no sense, and yet people buy it. Fair play to them. But let's make this clear. I'm going to steal something from a chap that I know pretty well, Cross Crosley. There are no secrets. None. No new ideas. No new information. What it took to be successful 1,000 years ago is exactly what it takes to be successful today. You see, this information is tried and tested. It's true and you can trust it. But that same information doesn't always sell because it doesn't have the sizzle of a beta program, psychoanalyzed, fake reviewed, NLP'd, close your eyes and pray systems that are being sold right now. And let's face it, success must be a secret, right? I mean, it's eluded so many people for so long, right? Yeah? So if you're an author and you say it's new and shiny and only a few people know how to do what you do, you, my friend, are guaranteed a bestseller, especially at 99p. Bottom line, be careful what you read. Find a book that speaks to you logically, not emotionally, then follow the writer and follow their other books. Wow, what a bloody good idea. Why not go and buy one of mine? There'll be a link at the bottom somewhere. Just joking. I'm Mark Ford. I'm quite possibly your best kept business secret. Go out, read, expand your mind, stay ahead of the competition, and I will see you very soon.
I'm bad, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack
And that's it for this podcast. Thank you so much for sticking around, listening to it. I hope you've got some ideas, thoughts and strategies you can go away and put straight in your business. And look, if you are interested in getting a blueprint that is guaranteed to get your business growing and moving forward in the next 12 months, then go over to my website, www.markford.uk. Go and click on online community and you will find your secret business blueprint. It's there. Or if you want free access to getting to an online course, to getting the right customers and the right clients for your business and getting more of them, again, go to the website. There'll be a great big graphic at the top there showing you where to go, and you can have access completely free to that online course that's worth over £100. I am Mark Ford. I am quite possibly your best kept business secret, and I will see you again very soon.